Hello everybody. 1 year ago for Sew April Blouse 2025, I spent the entire month, all 30 days, just sewing blouses. And that had been really important to me because I'd needed to reclaim the word blouse, because 2024 I'd started on my journey and I'd found a couple of patterns and I just still was struggling with the feeling that a blouse was quite an old-fashioned thing. Had a great time in 2025, spending 30 days. I tried different sleeves, I had successes and failures, and now we're a year on, the rain is out. We're going to talk about which ones I still wear, which ones were like a wah, didn't reach them, and the puzzles, and also what's coming next, because I'm going to do this month differently from last year. I'm not going to do another whole 30 days. But we are going to do something again this month. Welcome if you're new, and hello, welcome back if you are an existing viewer. I am Sam, Sequin Girly, and I make videos about joy and wearing clothes that you love and telling you how they work in your wardrobe. So let's crack on with the first success, which was a surprise success, because in April 2025, I was unsure. I'd had to fix it, and it is this. It is the Serene blouse by Size Me Sewing. And when I first made it, I was a bit disappointed. I'd seen Jess of Sew What If I Sew make one, and she looked amazing in it, and I loved it, and I lusted after that look, that vibe. She made hers in a yellow, broidery on glaze, and it was just fabulous. And I set about making one, and I put it on, and I had that moment where it just didn't live up to my hopes and dreams, but I fixed it. I unpicked the dart, I moved the dart, I followed the instructions carefully for the hidden button placket, and I tell you what, this has been an absolute surprise winner since I made this a year ago. I often get compliments on it when I show outfit pictures. I often reach for it because it's white and it's got like a lovely texture to it. It means that it goes with so many things. I can wear it with like patterned trousers and skirts. I can put like lovely waistcoats over the top. I love this slight gentle curve. So what I would say is sometimes it is worth the unpicking and worth the fixing. And I loved it so much, I made this one. This one is different because I actually cut it on the fold, so there's no button placket down the front. But you've got the yoke at the back, and it's a lovely yoke because it comes over to the front here. Everything else the same, just no button placket. And I have a third one planned. So that, and it is creased because I've been wearing it, was a real surprise success of last year. Now let's talk about another one which surprised me in a different way. I made this one, and it's the Allen Anthia blouse. You've got to get your teeth in to say that. I made it in this gorgeous crafty pie fabric, and when I first put it on, I originally felt like it was too high necked because it is designed to have a button right at the top here. And I just felt almost a bit wide, like it was a bit swamped. But a bit swamped, I was a bit swamped. It has this gorgeous big billowy sleeve, and then this drapey high quality viscose, it drapes really nicely. But I actually found that by leaving the top button undone, just having that little bit of skin there worked really well for me. And this is another one that I have worn a lot of times. I'm really surprised how many times I've worn it. And it's become a pattern that I will be talking about more because I made this one during the month of April as well in a very drifty fabric. And that's great because it's plain blue. There's another one and another one on the way. So it is a pattern that at the time, if you watch those videos, I don't rave about it, but a year on, when I look at what I wear, those two have been absolute surprise heroes from the April 2025 making. Now, the next one is one that actually I loved at the time, and then the question is, do I still love it now? Well, the good news is I do. It is the Twig and Tail Vista top, and the great thing about Twig and Tail is they've got a Vista and a Scenic top, and then you can buy a sleeve pack, which it has 5 different sleeves in it. So this is the first one I made in all the traditional instructions. I like this V, I like the instructions for how they do that. And then I made the second one, and I made a very different sleeve of their different sleeve pack. So you can see the sleeve there. So it's all drafted so they all fit in together, but absolutely different sleeve. And this is a Liberty Lawn. And then I made a third one with another different sleeve on it. So this has this like tiny little cap at the top and then a big pleated sleeve. And I love all three of those. They're perfect just to throw on with different coloured trousers and skirts. They're kind of what I feel is like a smart but easy breezy top. When I just need something for work or something for a meeting or something where I just need to feel a little bit less casual, these are perfect. And so I've done like a viscose, this is like a cotton poplin, a high quality cotton poplin, and a cotton lawn, and they work perfectly in all those different fabrics. Now I did make a fourth one, and this is where I went on a full sleeve hacking pursuit, and I made a lot of sleeves during April 2025. Wonderful book called Mad About Sleeves, and I have made a lot of sleeves since as well. I do love it. And I made this one. Now this is a fabric godmother, and I think it's like a viscose crepe. It is beautifully soft. I struggled a little bit to get the facing to not curl. It is a bit of a tricky fabric to use. I did buy a remnant, so I had to do a bit of pattern Tetris to get it out. But I made this like trumpet sleeve, and honestly, I haven't reached for it. And I'm just standing here now thinking why. So I think part of April 2026's So April Blouse will be wearing ones like this and giving myself the challenge to wear them to see if there is a specific reason why I'm not reaching for it. And is it to do with comfort, because comfort's very important to me and how it feels on my body? Or is it I just didn't reach for it, and actually if I put it on then I might. Now there are a couple of blouses not here. One of the blouses not here is the patina blouse, and I made quite a few hacked patina blouses during April 25. It's a great bodice block for me because it works really well. I did a ruffle neck sleeve, a ruffle necked one. I did a tulip sleeve. I hacked it into a drop sleeve. So I did have a really good play with it. But because a lot of them are short sleeve, they haven't worked for the autumn and winter. And so I really need to get them out and wear them. But I didn't wear them last summer, and I need to work out what happened, because I really love the tulip sleeve that I made. And I really love the different things that I've played with. And my question is, why didn't I wear them? And that was a surprise. When I put this video together and I was reviewing what were the real workhorses and what were the ones that just didn't have wardrobe wear after last year. And actually I was oddly surprised about that. So I will report back. If you keep watching my videos, at some point I'll wear them and I'll try and understand what happened. And that's why I love these review ones, because sometimes you just need a little challenge in your wardrobe, don't you? Now the other one that isn't even here, because it doesn't even exist anymore, was the pinnacle top. And I'll put the pattern design on the screen. It had this really interesting pointed design shape, but because I generally like to tuck my tops in, it just billowed weirdly, and it was a bit low, and just, even though I'd got the right size, it just didn't work for me. So I took it apart, because there's no point, however much you want an interesting shaped pattern to work, which I did. I wanted something really interesting. And I even changed the fabric that was in the V, because I thought maybe I'd put the wrong kind of fabric in. Sometimes you just got to accept a pattern is not for you. And the other one that isn't here is the I Am Patterns Floor or Flora, which I'll put on the name on the screen as well. I tried really hard to fix that. I made a toile and did adjustments, and then learnt from the adjustments and made another one. And even then, just didn't work again. A really interesting like little insert piece. I had to really sort out the shoulders. They were all really too big for me. The whole I Am Patterns range really seems to be drafted for a very tall, broad French lady. It takes a lot of work for me to get the patterns to work. And honestly, there's other patterns I love more. And if you are taller than me, it may well work for you. But I have a narrow distance here, which makes that a challenge. So I even had to take some out of here. I'm narrow here. And so it was a lot of work. But one of the pieces of fabric has become the back of another top, which I'll talk about in the next video, because again, there is no point just keeping it and hoping you'll wear it. you're not going to wear it, it needs to either go to someone else or needs to have a new life. So I took the whole back of the top and made it into the back of a new top so that it wasn't wasted, because just what's the point? So when I think back to what I learned about sewing blouses for a whole month, was actually it really is good to try different sleeves, different blouse patterns, and find what works for you. And sometimes, however much you might want something to work for you, it might not, but it's okay to have an exploration. As the lovely Lena Norm says, if you haven't seen her on YouTube, she talks about the fact that we don't get upset with children for wasting paper and pencils practicing writing. We don't get upset with people wasting petrol for learning to drive because they're not actually driving anywhere. So if we make something and it hasn't worked, it's okay, because it was just part of us exploring and learning what works in our wardrobe. And sometimes you can reuse the fabric. Sometimes it will become scraps that might become something else, or perhaps, like I've done with some of my things, someone else might enjoy them. So don't feel bad if that happens. I've realised that for me, there's definitely certain sleeves I like. I do like this kind of sleeve. I've realised that I like sort of a low scoop or a V. I've realised that actually being able to tuck things in, but there is a surprise twist coming on that soon. Tucking things in is something that is really sort of my vibe. And so where the button is placed or what's here does matter. That actually really as well, once you found a pattern you like, you don't have to make it the same, because if you think these Vista tops have all got different sleeves, so you can design your own sleeve. There's a whole playlist which I'll put at the end where I've got videos about how to do that. You can buy sleeve packs from Twig and Tail, so you can have a really good evolution of a top. It doesn't have to be identical. But I've claimed the word blouse to work for me as well, which I think was really important, because I'm looking and thinking, what did I do in my wardrobe before I had these? I need to go back and look at because I had like a missing piece, because I wasn't really wearing them. I think when I think back, I was very much a dress person. And then I found trousers that I liked to make, but then I was struggling to have tops to wear with the trousers. And by doing the Sew April blouse, it suddenly opened this world of lovely tops to go with all the really comfortable trousers I'd made. Because finding trousers that fit really well for me has been a joy for my sewing, but having now lovely tops to wear with them just completes the set. So coming next in April, in a week or so, I'm going to talk about my absolute, and they're not all here because remember this is only what I made last year, I'm going to talk about my absolute top blouse patterns that I couldn't live without, and there are ones that are not here that you all definitely want to hear about and see my versions. And then later on in the month, I'm going to do something else as well, something different, something new for you to see other things. So do you have a pattern that you make over and over again? Is there a blouse pattern that you absolutely adore? Do tell me, because as I say, we've got the whole month. And also, if you don't know, April is the month of #SewAprilBlouse. And there's all the information which I'll put below and will be in other videos. And that's what inspired me. And that's what I like about a sewing challenge, not feeling the pressure to make, but giving me inspiration and ideas to make something and try something out and to see other people's pieces too. So I'd love to hear about yours, and also which of mine are your favourites too. And I will see you again soon.